Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Sinag, and we're now going to do a historical romance recommendations. So, in this one, I'm going to recommend you all the historical romance that I gave either 4 or 5 stars ever since I started using Goodreads. So, please excuse my face right now because it's already in the middle of the night and I'm actually preparing to go to sleep already. So, I already have put a ointment for my pimples, so just don't mind it, and let's go into the video. The first book that I am going to recommend is Vivid by Beverly Jenkins. So this one, it's about Nate and Vivid. So Nate he's a high-ranking official in the town, and Vivid is a doctor, and she traveled to the community where the Grayson family resides, and she was actually applying for being the town's doctor. So in this one, Nate didn't actually expected Dr. Villancaster to be a woman, and that's why when he saw her on the train, he was actually surprised and was actually convincing her to go back to where she came from. I'm recommending this one because the main reason why I love this is because of Vivid. She's a very role model-like, and she doesn't really let anybody tell her what to do, and she is assertive, and her relationship with Nate's daughter is also very heartwarming to read. And I also like the fact that she was a doctor, because as someone who wanted to become a physician someday, she really inspires me a lot. Let's also mention here na the second book in the Grayson family series. So the second one is Jewel. So in this one, it's about Ellie Grayson and Jewel. Ellie Grayson is actually the cousin of Nate Grayson from the first book, Vivid, and he actually had a very unforgivable sin for me that he committed to his cousin Nate, and I highly suggest you read the book to know what it is. Though I think if you read Vivid, you already know what it is. Him and Nate doesn't actually have a very good relationship. Ellie was kind of treated as a playboy or rake character in the town, and he's actually a newspaper man, so that's his occupation. This one actually has a fake dating and kind of a marriage of convenience trope in it, because Jewel is the only woman in their family of, I think, I forgot the exact number of in their household, but she has a lot of brothers and her father. So she's the actually woman in their house. So in this one, she was treated very well by her brothers and her father because of that, and she is very steadfast and very assertive because she learned that being a woman in a man's not just world but in a man's house like that, she really needed to be strong and to be assertive in her own way, so that other people, especially men, won't take advantage of her. Her father and her brothers are very protective of her, and they don't like Ellie because of his rake attitude. Someone who is a very famous newspaper man visits their town, and Ellie wanted him to invest to their town's newspaper printing area. This man don't want to transact with bachelors because he believes that bachelors are not good with commitment. So he wanted to transact only with men who already has a wife and is in a committed relationship. So Ellie and Jewel fake dates so that this man will invest his money to their newspaper printing press in that town. I really like this one because Jewel can put him in his place, because I really don't like playboy or rakish character. Jewel was able to assert herself and to not let Ellie decide for her. So since we have started with Miss Beverly Jenkins, let's continue recommending her books. So the next book that I am recommending is Indigo by Beverly Jenkins. So this one is I think her most popular book. But Indigo is about Hester and Galen. Hester is a train conductor and Galen is the Black Daniel. So Hester was actually a former enslaved child, and she was freed by her aunt, and she actually has a free paper. So she's basically photocopying it and giving a copy of her free papers to the enslaved people that she is helping, so that when they got to their destination, they can show this. She basically saves Galen, the Black Daniel, who was badly injured. So I'm recommending it if you really want to be heartbroken and scared at the same time, because I think this one is kind of, for me, kind of borderline romantic suspense. The romance is really great, and the suspense is really intense for me. So the next book that I am recommending is A Scoundrel of Her Own by Stacy Reid. So this is book 3 in the Sinful Wallflower series, and you can actually read this out of order, but for me, I am reading this in order because I am constantly looking forward to their arcs. So this one is about Lady Ophelia Darby and Devlin Byrne. So this one, I'm recommending this to you if you like childhood sweethearts. Ophelia and Devlin actually met when they are really young. Like, I think Devlin was 12 and I forgot the age of Ophelia, but she was slightly younger than Devlin during that time. And they actually Devlin actually saved Ophelia, or little Ophelia, when she was supposed to be drowning due to carriage accident, I think, when their carriage was thrown in the river. I forgot the exact details, but basically Devlin swam and saved Ophelia from drowning, and he actually took care of her for a couple of days before an adult, or the person who's living on the cabin where they stayed, gets back. But anyway, during that time, they actually had promised to each other to marry someday. So Devlin really took that promise to his heart, and after so many years, I forgot how many years, but after so many years, they were able to get back together in kind of questionable ways, because Ophelia, she's the Hannah Montana of the Regency period. So she is existing in two worlds. She is Lady Ophelia, the one who is a wallflower. She also is Lady Starlight, which is a great singer who sings in a very questionable places. A hero who thinks that he doesn't deserve to be loved, but he clearly deserves it. He really dotes on Ophelia, or Fifi, and he's a cinnamon roll hero, so he's very soft-hearted. But when there are threats towards Ophelia, or not just Ophelia, but the people that he's very close with, it gets really scary. So the next book that I am recommending is Topaz by Beverly Jenkins. So I actually had a reading vlog with this book on it, so I'm going to put it in the description down below or in the eye above. So this one is included in the my reading vlog, which involves road trips in books. So basically, this one is about Catherine and Dixon. Catherine is a newspaper woman who is on kind of a secret mission. Dixon is actually a marshal from the West, and he is searching for Catherine's father, Bart, because Bart stole a I forgot the exact amount, but a lot of cattle and sheeps from him, and basically sold it to the Americans, and that's why he was searching for him to either give back his animals or to bring Bart to justice. Catherine kind of don't have a choice because it's either she's going to marry Dixon or her father will be hanged because of his sin, because he committed a crime towards the marshal or a person who is running the law on the Wild West. They have a chemistry that both of them really mutually benefits to each other's talents and personalities. So, and I actually really loved how the women in this book raises their voice for female equality, and it's really heartwarming to read them protest and make their rights heard. But despite of having a great romance, she did not forget about her career. She really prioritizes her career, and I also like the community that was built within this community, especially within the women. So that's all for this video. I hope that you get something from this recommendation video. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you'll always be updated whenever I release new videos and hopefully new historical romance recommendations videos. I'm posting every Monday and Thursday. I think that's all for me for today, and let's see each other on my next video or on my next recommendation video. So that's all for me for today. Bye bye.